know, okay, I know that it has been a very, very long time since I last uploaded a video, but here's why. You see, I had an idea. Not only that, I had so many ideas. I even talked about them in past videos. But the thing is that I was very excited about these ideas. So excited, in fact, that I began to build upon them. Yes, I started building them up, and I started adding things to them. I started imagining them, and in my head, these ideas were fantastic. They were incredible. Thing is, that I built them up so much that they just became like this big, intimidating thing. And I was just dreading sitting here in front of the camera because I knew all of the work that it would imply. I knew that it would imply so many things and so much time out of my day. And I was like, I don't have time for that. I mean, nobody has time for that. And so I put it off, basically. And even when I did sit down and I started recording something, when I watched it back, I wasn't happy with it, you know? I had this whole idea in my head, and I had spent so much time planning it out that when I sat down to do it, I mean, it had started out as a defeating writer's block idea, right? It was just gonna be me sitting down, talking to you guys, right? But then I had the brilliant idea to make a super long animation and I would animate the little girl doing something for each and every point and each and every technique, which was genius idea considering I've done 2 20-second animations ever in my life. The second of which I have not uploaded to YouTube or Instagram, but I will sometime after you guys see this video, so keep an eye out for that. But anyways, it was ridiculous. And because I already had some footage recorded, it didn't make sense to sit down and record more footage. But because I didn't like that footage, I never got around to editing it. And so time went by. I mean, there wasn't really much that I could do, you know? I shelved it. Until, of course, I remember I was in my car and I was checking YouTube. And I remember I saw a new comment on one of my videos, and it said something along the lines of, "Oh no, I hope she didn't stop making videos." And I was like, crap. Oh no. I've been called out. They've realized it. They've found me out. Light in my eyes. I mean, so, you know, I was really dreading it because, I mean, I never expected people to be sort of waiting for my videos, and I thought that was super nice and it was super flattering. But then I was like, oh no, I'm gonna have to go do this and get past all of the complication and make a video. And it wasn't until my dad came up to me, and my dad is a very wise man, and he was just keep it simple. If you don't keep it simple, then you're never gonna do anything. And it was when he told me that I decided that so many times all of these plans, our ideas, our aspirations, we push them away into that someday, the someday that this whole channel is about, because we make them into something that isn't reachable. Instead of making, you know, reachable stepping stones, so to speak, we just decide that this is one big cliff and it's impossible to climb. And here I am with my weird analogies again, but you guys get the idea. So I decided that for today, I'm keeping it simple. That way I can make a video and actually get it out for you guys. So today I'm going to talk to you about a new drawing series that I've started that I'm super excited about, and it's called Certain Moments. Yay! I love making stuff up here. So, Certain Moments, it's a new drawing series that I've started. You might have seen it already if you follow me on Instagram, or if you've seen my blog before, you already know what it is. If not, I'll put links to that down in the description below. But basically, I mean, it started on a movie night. Now, it was just, you know, sometimes my family, we like to do movie nights. We just sit down at the couch and you know, we watch a movie. But I remember that it was just me and my parents. And my mom was like, okay, I need you to bring me chocolate, and I need it right now. I was like, well, if there was chocolate, then it would already be on the coffee table, you know? But I was like, okay, I'll figure something out. So my dad, he has like these tiny little chocolates that he always serves with his coffee. Whenever he's giving some coffee, he has like tiny little chocolates. So like, okay, I'll bring a handful of those. And then as a joke, because my parents, they're both very, very clean, you know? So as a joke, I brought, oh no, never mind that. As a joke, I brought the actual jar of Nutella. And I brought it upstairs with a little spoon, and I was like, in case of emergencies, you know? So I think we were watching Murder on the Orient Express, and I was completely into the movie, you know? And suddenly, like, one of the protagonists, he takes out a gun and he points it, and I was just like, what's going on? And then suddenly I turn around to see what my parents' reactions are, and lo and behold, my parents, okay, very, very clean, and I don't know, proper individuals, they had their fingers stuck into the Nutella and their faces were just full of chocolate. And oh my gosh, did I laugh. I laughed and I laughed, and it was incredible. It was such, you know, a happy moment. As I say in my blog post, I just think that there's some moments that are just good, you know? As I was saying, you didn't notice a jump cut, right? What jump cut? I have no idea what you're talking about. This is exactly how I was 20 an hour ago. Anyway, what I was saying is that some moments are they're just good. You know, they're not necessarily, you know, big moments, big inspiring moments. They're not moments that you're gonna write a book about. They're not groundbreaking or earth-shaking, other words. But they are good, and they're good enough to maybe dwell in your thoughts for the rest of the day, and who knows? Very often those kinds of moments, I mean, 2 days later, you completely forget about them. But I was so happy right then. I was so very happy right then that I was like, I thought, I want to remember this. And writing is what I'll usually do. I'll just sit down and I'll write what happened. And that's what I'll usually do, but I don't know, I had my creative juices were flowing. I was in a really good mood. So I took out my iPad and I took out my Apple Pencil. And not sponsored. Should I say that? Yeah, not sponsored. I just took them out and I started drawing. And let me show you guys what I made. Here. It occurred to me that this was such a good moment and I wanted to remember it. And I was able to just sit down and I was able to draw it. And I was really happy with that. I was really happy with the end result. Actually, what you guys just saw wasn't technically the end result. It was, I mean, it was the second drawing that I did that night. First was the very rough draft, which you guys can see over here. And then, you know, I decided, okay, I'm not happy with that, and I decided to polish it up, and I spent some more time, and I was able to do this, which is, you know, the final result. And I was super happy. And time went on, you know, and I basically showed around my drawing. I was super proud of it. And then I was at the hair salon. No, nail salon. We were getting our nails done, and I remember that I look across from where I was sitting, and I remember it caught my eye because of this guy, this big, sort of man, and he walked in with his wife and with his 3 daughters, and all of them were just gonna go and they were gonna get a pedicure. So that in itself I thought was hilarious. He had just this resigned look on his face. It was so funny. And then he sat down and his wife was next to him, and then they go and they start holding hands. And it wasn't just the adorable fact that they were holding hands, but they held hands the entire time. They never let go for the entire time that I was there. And I just thought that that was so random and so sweet. And I was maybe the only person who noticed. And I was like, these moments, these certain moments, so many of them go unnoticed. And there are so many of them around us. And I thought, you know what? I did that the other night with the Nutella movie night. Why not try it again? So when I got home, I took a mental picture. Then I got home and I sat down and I decided to draw that. And you can see how it turned out here. Ta-da! And I don't know, it made me so happy because it's like, hey, this one turned out good too. And oh, I can have the recurring theme of that everything is black and white except for one detail of the drawing, right? So last time it was the Nutella, this time it's the nail polish. And I don't know, I started to get very excited because I was like, awesome. I can actually share this with other people. I can start looking for more certain moments and I can start drawing more of them and sharing them with people and shedding light on these tiny little positive details, that are so easy to miss. And it's so easy to just be in a bad mood and see the bad things and concentrate on all of the bad stuff when all of this good stuff is happening around us and we don't see it. And it is such a shame. It is such a shame. I said that twice for emphasis. So that's how Certain Moments was born. After that, I wrote a blog post on it. I started publishing the pictures on Instagram and on Twitter as well. On Twitter I only have like 5 followers, but that's okay. It's okay. 5 of us are very close. But anyways, I don't care how many people see it, so long as one person, just one person, sees it and is inspired, or sees it and makes them smile, I was like, this is such a great idea, it's such a positive idea. And so that's also one of the reasons that it's taken me so long to make another video. My focus sort of shifted towards that. It shifted towards my whole Certain Moments series because I was so happy with it. And I have made so many drawings. Here are a couple of them. I thought that I'd show you. Well, I say so many, but that's it. But the incredible thing, the most incredible thing of all, is that once I started this series, and once I noticed a couple of them, and I started looking for them, I started finding so many certain moments, and it's incredible. Once I started looking for them, then I could see these little moments, these little positive details all around me. And you start noticing them and you start appreciating them, and then I'd spend the time drawing them and thinking about how to best express them so that other people would get the ideas, and then writing down the descriptions, and it was just a very positive project. And because of that, I want to encourage you guys to go out and try and find a certain moment. And it's easier than you think. I mean, the things that have happened to me, they're nothing out of the world. Sometimes it's a random act of kindness. Sometimes it's just something that made you smile, or somebody, you know, just doing something that makes you go, oh, like that's good. Like I said, moments that are just good. And already, I actually got a message from one of my followers on Instagram, and she told me about how she had actually seen a moment like this. She said that she saw an old man pray before eating at like a Chick-fil-A or something like that. And that she thought of me, and that she thought of the whole Certain Moments series, and that it had really struck her. Which, just that, I thought was fantastic, and it made me very happy. But then, she goes and she says, obviously I couldn't draw it, because I don't have any kind of drawing talent. But then I spoke to her, and I encouraged her to draw it anyway. I mean, if drawing isn't a medium that you want to take on, you can always write down what happened, or, I don't know, any sort of medium that you're comfortable expressing yourself with. Or, especially drawings. The thing with drawings is that they don't have to be great. Think of the first drawing ever of the... words! Okay. Just think of the first drawing that I made on Certain Moments. You saw the first draft. That's not good. It's not so much about how the end result is. It's just about you being able to convey what happened. And if any of you do go out and you do see any Certain Moments, please let me know. That would be awesome. You can either tag me, someday Sasi, or you can use the hashtag #SomedayAtLast, which I mentioned in other videos, or the easiest would be to just use the hashtag Certain Moments, and I can take a look at that as well. I don't know, and it would be great. And if you guys sit down and you decide to draw it, it can just be stick figures. It can be, you know, anything that you want. You're allowed to be creative with it. And the most important thing is just going out there and starting to notice these things and shedding a little bit of light on them, because those tiny little moments, these positive details, they deserve our attention, I think. They deserve our attention so much more than the negative things that happen every day. So that's the whole idea. That's the idea. I don't know, it just helps you be a little bit more optimistic. You know, it helps you wake up and say, hey, there's still some good things out there, even if we don't always notice them. Because they do deserve a spotlight, and the second that you write them down, or the second that you draw them, and what I'm trying to do is that I immortalize those moments. So it may not be the very best drawing, or I may not have written it in the most beautiful way, but it's there, and it's something that I can go back to, and it's something that I can remember, and it's just, I'm framing it, and I'm keeping it there as a reminder that there are so many more, there are millions of other moments like that we don't even see, that nobody will ever even notice. And just, you know, turning our gaze in that direction can really make a difference. For others, for ourselves. And I don't know, this is the project that I've started. This is the project that I plan on continuing as long as I can. I'm really enjoying it, and I encourage you guys to either read the blog posts that I did about it, or go to my Instagram, because whenever I see a certain moment, I'll upload it to Instagram or to Twitter. And or just to look for certain moments for yourselves. Look for positivity in every day, you know? So that's it. That's the video. Just me ranting a little bit, showing you a bit of my drawings. I don't know, I mean, I said that I was going to keep it simple, and this is me keeping it simple. This is me so determined to get it done, even though you guys may not have noticed, but my camera turned off like 3 times while I was recording this. And, you know, you just ran down, I charged it, I came back, I tried to make sure that my hair and that the position doesn't look too different. And all of these things are things that happen behind the scenes. But despite that, this has been a very simple sort of video, and I really hope you guys have enjoyed it, and more are coming. For starters, I'm gonna upload that other animation that I drew, made, created, and I think you guys will enjoy it very much. I enjoyed it very much. It was so much fun to make. So keep an eye out for that video, and keep an eye out for certain moments. And I hope you guys all have a very, very lovely day. And thank you so much for watching and for being patient. And